Hi, I'm Anna at the Sewing Studio, and in this video we are going to take a look at the Janome HD2200 sewing machine. I'm going to talk you through all its features and functions, show you what comes with it in the box, get it plugged in, do a bit of sewing, show you all its capabilities, and then talk a bit about warranty and support. Now, we've split all of those into chapters, so if there's a particular section that you're interested in, feel free just to move on to that section. So the Janome HD2200 is a mechanical machine, and HD stands for heavy duty. But don't be fooled, because it does also do a really good job on the delicate side of fabrics as well. It comes with 23 different stitch options, and these are all easily selected with the dial on the side. And you've got utility stitches, stretch stitches, as well as a one-step buttonhole. You can adjust the length and width of them, and then you've got your reverse lever here. It's got a drop-in bobbin system, so a top-loading bobbin, so it's nice and easy to load, and you can drop the feed dogs to do any free motion work. It's got a built-in needle threader to help you thread the eye of the needle. And then up under the lid here is a guide to different sewing principles. So for instance, if you were wanting to put in a zip, it then tells you which stitch to select, the different parameters for your stitch width and your stitch length, and how to get the best results from the machine. This piece pops off to give you your free arm to sew any hems or cuffs. And then there's also storage on the top for the feet that come with the machine, and storage in the front of here. Now, talking about the feet that come with the machine, it comes with the standard presser foot that's already on there, a zipper or piping foot, overcasting, adjustable blind hem, one for straight stitch sewing, a satin stitch foot, a clear buttonhole foot, the one-step buttonhole foot, and a range of accessories. And you also have your combined foot control and power lead, all important instruction manual. And then lastly, it does come with a hard cover. So this machine weighs just under 9 kilos, and that just pops on the top. So it's great for storing away and not too heavy that you can transport it if you need to. So let's get it plugged in and do some sewing and show you its capabilities. The machine's very easy to thread, and if you forget, there is a handy chart here that shows you how to thread the needle and also how to thread the bobbin. So I'm just going to pop the spool cap off, pop that back on, pop that on, and you're just going under there, down, around, in the take-up lever, and then down to the guide above the needle. And then for the needle threader, you need to make sure the needle is in the right position by turning the hand wheel, and that's usually when it's in its highest position, just there. So now this will line up with the eye of the needle, so you just draw the thread in, pull it back, and that's the needle threaded. And then for the bobbin, so you just pop the cover off, and then the tail of thread needs to go to the left. So you just drop that in, and I usually pop my finger on it to stop it spinning and give it some tension. And then you just go through that little gap and under the tension spring there. Now we'll draw up the bobbin thread. So I'm just going to drop the needle down, back up again, pull on the needle thread, and there it is. And then just pop the cover back on, pop the threads under the foot, and you're ready to sew. So let's start with some cotton fabric. I've got 2 layers here, and I'm going to show you the standard straight stitch. So at the moment it's on stitch 4, which is one of the overcasting stitches. So you're following this red ticker here, as I call it, but that's probably not what Janome call it. Move it along until it's on the straight stitch. Now, this is moving as you go, and basically what this is doing is giving you an indication of the parameters that you can set for that stitch, for the stitch width and the stitch length. The dark blue are for all your standard stitches, and then the lighter blue are for the stretch stitches. So we're on a standard straight stitch. The stitch width is at 0, which is the middle position, and then I've got the stitch length on about 2.5, which is about standard. So I'm just going to pop that under, drop the needle in, and then off we go. So just use the reverse to secure those. And that's your standard straight stitch. So that's on the bottom, and then that's the top. Nice and neat, nice and straight. So let's take a look at a zigzag stitch. So that's number 2. So I'm just going to turn my dial so it's on number 2. And now we need to set a stitch width, because obviously we want a width on the zigzag. So let's do a fairly medium one. Go for 3, and we'll keep the length on that. So that's quite a wide zigzag, so I'm just going to alter these, and I might move the stitch length down. There you go, and I've changed that so you can see different sizes and effects that you can get with the zigzag stitch. You can also make them much closer together and wider, and that's really great for doing a plique and things like that. And that's the bottom, so it's nice and neat still, both sides. So let's take a look at the one-step buttonhole. So I've popped the foot on with the button in the back, and I've brought down the sensor, and then I'm going to choose the buttonhole stitch, which is this one here. Oh, wrong one. Okay, so now we're on the buttonhole, and now you can see it's indicating you to everything that's red. So we've got red here, so your stitch length needs to be between 0.5 and 1. Just move that around. And then your stitch width between 4 and 6.5. 6.5 is the maximum stitch width on this machine. And then you just pop, move the needle up, pop your fabric in. And then I'm going to put my foot on the foot pedal, and you keep your foot on the foot pedal until it's coming back down the right hand side and finished at the bar tacks. Now you want to sew it about medium speed when you're doing a buttonhole, because it looks a lot neater. And there you have a buttonhole in one easy step. That's the top and that's the bottom. So let's take a look at some different types of fabric now. So I've got a cotton jersey here, which has got quite a lot of stretch to it. So I've popped a jersey needle in the machine, and having sewn with this fabric before, I know the correct stitch is the triple straight stitch. And that's what you need to do sometimes between the stitches, is just have a test piece and then test out which gives the best results. So let's go down to stitch number 1. Now at the moment it's just going to stitch out the standard straight stitch, but we want the stretch version. So you need to move your stitch length dial round to the same light blue colour, and then SS, which is your stretch stitch. So I'm just going to move that around, and then because it's a straight stitch we don't want any width. And as you can see, that's sitting lovely and flat. There's no waviness in there at all. And you can stretch the fabric with the stitches, and the seam is nice and stretchy and nice and secure. And then lastly, I have some denim here, so we'll take a look at the thickness capabilities. So we're just going to sew a standard straight stitch. So at the moment I'm still on the stretch version. And because this is slightly thicker, I'm just going to go for a slightly longer stitch. Oh, I've also popped a jeans needle in the machine. that went through that no problem at all. Nice and neat top and bottom, and the seam is secure. So let's double that over. So we're sewing through 4 layers now. And again, went through that no problem at all. I really wasn't needing to feed the fabric, it was doing it all on its own. I was just keeping it straight. That's the bottom there. And again, the seam is still really secure. I'm going to fold it over once more. So we'll go through 8 layers now. Let's go that way. And you could see when I was sewing that last one, it was kind of starting to bulge in the middle there. So to avoid that, you want to slacken the pressure off of this presser foot. And that's this dial at the top here. So I'm just going to take it back 1 number to number 2. Extra lift height here, so you can get that in underneath, drop that down. And because it's thicker, I'm also going to increase the stitch length a bit more, just 1/2 mil. And there we go, that's still sewn through that really well, no skip stitches, top or bottom, and again, the seam is still really secure. So I hope that gives you a good insight to the capabilities of the Janome HD2200 and help you decide whether it's the right machine for you. Now it comes with 2-year warranty, which can be extended to 5 years, and there's a card in the box that explains all that to you. And don't forget, we're here at the Sewing Studio to support you and help you in anything you need. So just pick up the phone, send us an email, pop on live chat and get in touch. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.